Hello everyone, today we will be learning how to create a border and attributes in a border, and then how to block that border in order for us to insert it. So I have launched AutoCAD already, and I am going to open a drawing that I have already, and then I'm gonna use this little drawing as a sample, right? And I'm going to create a border. In order for me to do that, first I either have to click on rectangle here, or I can click here and say the command REC, enter, and then click in the space, drag to the right, click on your keyboard shift and number 2 for at, and then that would give me the opportunity to use the paper size enter the paper size that I'll be using. So for architectural purposes, I will be using architectural D, and I will be using so that would be 36 by 24. Enter. And I did that by REC, which is rectangle, enter. There's a different way of creating rectangle, which is to click here and then drag shift 2 and then 36, 24, enter. So whichever way you're going to use is fine. So let's select this and hit delete, or you can click on the right and say of your mouse and then say erase. So this is 36 by 24, and right now I'm gonna offset this border 1 inch. So I say O for offset, enter, and then it says true. It's asking me true how much, and then I say 1 inch. Oops. Oh, enter 1. I don't have to hit anything else, and say just enter. And then you click on the rectangle and drag to the bottom or to the outside if you want it to the outside. This is just a simple border, just to show you the way of creating a border and inserting it with all the attributes and the blocks. So you can customize it the way you want. Anyway, for this purpose, I'm just gonna go to the inside and click on the inside and then enter. So I have that now, and then I can show you an example. I want to end up with this border looking like that, and then I just want to name the sheet and name of the company or your name or whatever you want to put in, information you want to put in here. So let's see, I need to offset this. I need to explode this. In order for me to explode it to get the lines, I either do X, enter for explode, and then I explode this. Oh, it's already exploded. Okay, exploded once already. So let's go back and see how did I explode that. Because right now it's a rectangle. So here we go. X, enter. I click on the object and I click enter. So as I can say now, in order for me to get these lines here, you can say O, enter, 2, enter, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. vertically and horizontally. So to get this clean lines, go back to my model and then enter in your commands, or you can just say TR enter and then clean it up. Okay, TR enter and clean it up. Let's keep it that way. Okay, TR enter and then like that. So here's just the basic shape of a border, and you can customize it the way you want, like I said before, or enter to. You might want to put in the project name here. You might put the department, building code, building department reviews here. I don't know, whatever you want to do. And then you might want to clean it up later. Anyway. So now I have to do an attribute to put all my name or the information that I want to insert. First, I have to create a text style. In order for me to do that, I should say st enter. And in here, I already have a text style, but let me show you how to do that. So we'll click on new, and then I say attributes test. Okay, and then click OK. And then I choose the font name as simplex. You can choose whatever font your firm or your office uses, or you want to use. And then the width factor is 0.85. Let me clean this up. It's supposed to be 0. And then I say set current and then close. We set a text style for the attribute that we are going to create. So now let's click ATT enter, and this attribute definition box comes up. In the mood, let's uncheck lock precision. Let's uncheck everything. And then in the tag, we can say enter name. Make sure when you put any information in a tag, you can't put any spaces. It always have to be connected. And then in a prompt, you can make a spaces, or like allow spaces between words. So in a prompt, you can say any information that you want that attributes to apply for. So just for right now, let's say what is your name? Just let's say that, and then in default name. Okay. The justification, let's put mid-center. It's the best way to pick on the attribute. I always use the mid-center. And then the text style is a text style we just created, which is attributes test. I have the attribute dimensions and attribute that I created before, but we just created this attributes test. So we click on that. And the text height, it depends what text height you want and the standards that you use. But for right now, I am going to use 3/16. And then we click OK. And then now it says enter your name. So if I want to put this here, I don't want to like drag, put a line from here to here in order for me to know where's the mid point. I can just click shift on my keyboard and click on the right on my mouse, and then this comes up and I say mid between 2 points. I click on the first point, second point, and it will locate the mid center of that area or that box. So this is my first attribute. Let's make it another attribute one more time. So we said ATT enter. It says sheet sheet number. Prompt, where is the sheet number? And then default A XX. And the same thing, I'm gonna keep everything the same. The justification should be mid center. And then 316, and then okay. And again here, so sheet number, click on shift on your keyboard, click on the right on your mouse, and then this comes up, put midpoint between 2 points, 1 point, second point, and it will locate it. So right now I have 2 attributes and a border. In order for me to be able to insert this in any block, in any drawing, I would make this as a block. So let's enter block. You can do that, or you can say B enter, and then I'll name this block border. Oops. Okay. So I'll pick a point. I'll pick a point to always be able to insert this block from that point. So let's pick a point first. I'll pick this point, and then let's select our objects. And it tells you that you have to select your objects. No objects selected. So let's do that. First thing you have to do when you create a block, that you have to first choose the attributes in order. So if you first want to say the address of your project, then if you break down the attributes from the street to the city, to the state, and so on and so forth, I would pick first the name of, I would pick the attribute for the street, and then the city, and then the state. But here, since I'm just going to do the name and the sheet, I will click first on the name and the sheet, and then everything else. And then I say enter. Let's check on annotative. And then okay. Let's uncheck open in block editor. I think I'm just gonna uncheck annotative for right now. Also. And then okay. Okay, so now I can edit the information, like I choose to first answer what is your name. So I say, just say whatever is your name, right? And then I'll put the sheet number A01, and then okay. and then I have it like that. Okay, so let's go to the layout. Let's make a new layout and see how we are going to insert this border. Let's take the viewport off. I select it and hit delete on your keyboard. So this is not, obviously it's not the right paper space. So I mean paper size. Let's click on the right and right click on your mouse and then page setup manager. And then here we click modify and then let's do none. I do none when it comes to printer. That way I can have all the paper sizes because my computer is not connected to a plotter right now. And if I want to click on a plotter, it won't give me the options. And it will be confusing to figure out which one is architectural D. So let's just click on none for right now. And then the paper size is 36 by 24. Keep the scale 1:1 and keep it what to plot is on layout and landscape. And then okay. And then close. You see the paper size have changed. Now let's insert the border. Say I enter for insert, and then I already have choices of blocks I have created before. So I either go here if I don't see the border, or already AutoCAD reminds you of the last block you have created. So border, yes, and then I click OK. Do you remember that at my insertion point, or like when I picked a point, I picked this corner? Excuse me, and this is where I want to put my border, just like that. And then now ask me about the attributes that I have created before. What is your name? And then A01, whatever you want to put, just for practice. And then okay, and then I have now the border inserted. And that's how you create your border. So now how to put the this, let's see, simple drawing in my border. So M command would be MV enter, and then I click on this corner either to the midpoint or to the ends, however you want it to be. And then I have my drawing, but it's not scaled. So double click on the viewport twice, and then you'll be able to see that this is not a scaled drawing. I'm gonna put this drawing to 1/4. So I click here and I look for 1/4 scale. And here's 1/4 scale. Click, and then now it's scaled. Make sure it's always better to lock your viewports so that way any changes you won't be able actually to move the viewport around. It's locked. Or when you unlock it, then you will be able to make changes. Okay, so this is how you create a border, and this is how you make a viewport and attributes and a block. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next tutorial.